Hi Stampers, this is Maria with SweetSerenityStamping.com, and I just wanted to show you this really cute card that I just made. I just love it. I love the banners. I love the way it opens. This is a gatefold card, and you can put your sentiments in here. I just think it's really cute. And of course there has to be some bling. I don't know if you can see it, but I have the rhinestones going in there. I have to have some kind of bling on my cards. It's just too cute without it. Not, you know, I have to do it. Anyways, I'm going to be doing this card old school. And what I mean by old school is that I will be cutting these banners out by hand. They do carry the framelits for this, the banner framelits for this on StampinUp.com, which I would tell anybody out there right now to use those. And to buy those, if you plan on making anything like this or a different kind of card, use the framelits. There's several different sizes. They come out perfect. This is not perfect. It is hand done, and of course this is, you know, this is how it is. This is how it looks. But I think it came out pretty good without using the framelits. But I'm definitely going to pick up the framelit set. So I recommend that to all of you. But for now, we're just going to do it old school and cut these out. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started on this card. I think it's really cute. The first thing we will need is a 5 3/4 inch by 8 inches of cardstock. This is the crushed Curie cardstock. And we will be doing a little bit of scoring on this, and I'll show you that in a minute. We also need two what I call panels, and what I mean by panels is the panels on these cards here. This right here and this here is what I call panels. So we will need two of those. These are cut at 1 7/8 by 5 9/16. So 1 7/8 by 5 9/16. So if anybody is confused about where the 5 9/16 inch mark is at, it is at the one tick after the 5.5 inch mark. That is the 5 9/16 inch mark. One tick after the 5.5. A lot of people don't know where that is. I didn't know where that is. I just learned that. So anyways, we need two pieces of those. The next thing we will need is, I have 3 pieces of cardstock here. 2 of them I cut in the crisp cantaloupe, and these are 1 7/8 by 2. I'm sorry, it's 1 7/16 by 2 7/8. The next ones are pretty close together, but this is 1 7/16 by 2 7/8 cardstock. I cut 2 in the crisp cantaloupe, and this one here is in that crushed Curie. So I have a lot of C's going on in my project today, so this card, so please bear with me if I make any mistakes. And then the next thing we need is 3 tiny, these pieces are small, really small, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to stamp on this today because I like a challenge. So I decided to use this Thinking of You stamp on this little piece, and we're going to see if it works. I'm hoping it does because the first one I did was this Feel Better, and it was so much easier. This one's a little bit bigger of a stamp, but I'm gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens. This piece is cut at 1 1/16 by 2 1/4. So this will be interesting, so bear with me. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my scoreboard, and I think I brought this in one other time, and this might have been one of my first projects I did, but I thought I'd do just a few very easy score lines with you. So anyways, on the 8 inch side, on the longest side, you want to go to your 2 inch mark, and you want to score, and then you want to move it over to your 6 inch mark, and you want to give it another score. So Stampers, that's all the scoring we have for today. It was really hard, wasn't it? But anyway, I'm going to crease on my folds and use my bone folder to give this a good crease. Make those edges sharp. This is a card, and as you see it, there's your fold. That's your gatefold. See? Easy peasy. Not hard, ladies. So the next thing I want to do is I want to put my panels on. I'm going to attach these very pretty panels. I'm going to put some sticky tape. Well, this isn't sticky tape, this is snail. I already put some on here previously, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. So this one's basically done, and I'm going to put this on top of here and try to get it as centered as possible. And there's the one. And let's go ahead and put some snail on the back of this one. And we will adhere it. Of course, I always get glue everywhere, but where it's supposed to go. And we'll go ahead and put this one on too. Oops. Yeah, sometimes this doesn't want to work with me, only because we are on film. And there you go. So there's the difference of the cards already. You can see that. See, I like both of them. I think they're both really pretty. So the next step that we are going to do is we are going to take these 3 pieces of paper that I told us, these little scrap pieces, tiny pieces, and I'm going to put them together in a bunch. Now, this is where I said it could be tricky, and this is where I said where it's probably better off if you get the framelits. Easy done with the framelits, run them through your big shot and you're done. I like challenges, so I'm gonna keep these as straight as possible, and I'm going to cut all 3 at one time because I want them to look somewhat symmetrical and not uneven. So I'm going to give this snip, these 3 cards a snip, not very much, just in the middle, somewhat in the middle, and then I'm going to take it and go from here. Hopefully you can see that little cut I did, and I'm going to go from here to the corners. And hopefully these aren't shifting on me too much. And I will pull those pieces. Well, I didn't quite get them in there. Let's pull them out. Come on, snip off, snip them off, snip off. Okay, well, one snipped off. We're just going to go back and snip off the other one. See, it's harder when you do 3 at one time. I don't really recommend doing 3 at one time. I just time saving for me with this video. So I did 3 at once. Okay, I think we have our cuts. I think, because this one is giving me a hard time and doesn't want to come up. But anyways, there we go. I hope I was in frame when I did that. So it didn't come out too bad. There's 3 banners right there. And I really, like I said, ladies, I really don't like doing it this way, but because I don't have those framelits, it's my best way of doing it. So anyways, we are going to do the same thing with those 3 little white pieces. And for some reason this little other white piece doesn't want to come up. And we put them as best as we can right here in the middle. Like I said, cut down the middle like we did the other ones. You don't have it, you know, maybe like a 1/4 of an inch. That's all you about need. And then we go from one corner and clip in and remove these little pieces, and then go to the other corner and clip in. And this one was a lot easier, I think, just because they're not I don't know, they just clipped easier for some reason. I think maybe because they're a little bit smaller, they were a little bit easier to clip. So that's our 3 of those banners. So I'm going to move these ones here out of the way. And I am going to do a little bit of stamping. And I decided, like I said, I am going to use, this is out of the Petite Petals. And I love these. And I've been using this a lot. You've been seeing quite a few of my projects with these Petite Petals. I'm in love with these. So I have a little flower from there. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp on these. Now what you want to do is, okay, 2 of these have to go in one direction. This one has to go in this direction. So if you might want to put them that way to make sure that you're getting in the right direction. So one goes this way, the other 2 go this way. And that's the way you want to make sure that you keep this so you don't get them all confused. This one's going to be the middle panel, and what I mean, excuse the arm, is see how I have 2 blue ones and a green one? So I have 2 of the crisp cantaloupe and 1 of the crushed curry. So that's the way I want to lay them out. Because when I go to stamp, I want to make sure I'm stamping right. So I'm going to take some crisp cantaloupe in my inks, and I want to ink this up. And what I want to do is I want to take a piece of, just a piece of scrap paper, and I do this because I want to stamp off of these. And I'll show you what I mean about stamping off. Here are my 2 pieces, and here's the 3rd. So what I want to do on these 2 pieces, I want to stamp off. So I took my little stamp, it's on there, I'm going to stamp this up. Get all nice and stamped up. And I'm going to take it, I'm going to randomly stamp. Doesn't matter where. Randomly stamp. Now I might want to take it and I might want to put one right here. And I didn't re-ink it. It's a little bit lighter. It's okay. Not a big deal. And I may want to put another one maybe right here. And then maybe another one right here. So basically I'm just giving it an effect. So it doesn't have to be. And let me put this up a little bit closer so you can see what I mean. It's just randomly stamped. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. Let me stamp up my stamp a little bit. And I'm going to stamp one right here. Okay, there it is. Didn't want to come out. And I'm going to stamp another one right here. And let me stamp up a little bit more. We'll stamp one here. And we'll stamp one here. Like I said, ladies, just randomly do it. It doesn't really matter. It's still cute. Before I try to stamp on this other little piece, like I said, this is a much smaller, as you can, let me bring it up, it's a smaller stamp than what I'm trying to use. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp. Let me set this here for a second. I'm going to go ahead and get my Sassy Salutations. And see what I mean by this. Feel Better is much smaller, and I'm trying to do the thinking of you. So I'm going to see if I can do this. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to take that little flower off. I'm going to put my thinking of you on here and hope and cross my fingers that I can get this on the correct way. And actually, because if it does, it's going to be a miracle. But I'm hoping this will work. So let's cross our fingers. I inked it up pretty good, and I'm going to stamp. Hopefully I'm not getting my head in the way. I'm trying not to breathe. And there it is. I did it. It actually fit on there. I'm kind of surprised because I didn't think that was going to fit. I just thought, well, what the heck, we'll try it and see. And it actually worked, so I'm pretty pleased with that. So because there's not a whole lot of room in this one, I may take it and stamp a little tiny flower right here just to add that little bitty flower. I wasn't sure if it was going to be working or not, whether it would work. But I'm going to take, let me go back and grab my ink. Let's try it one more time. And I don't need very much ink. I just want to see if I can get a little bit of the flower in here. Hopefully won't get it too crowded. So there's a little piece of the flower right there. It isn't too bad. So that, I'm really surprised that came out. I'm happy that it fit. That's all I'm saying. So that's all. Basically, that's all the stamping we will have done. That's all we have. So this is pretty easy. So anyways, I am going to go back to my snail, and I am going to pick up my white piece here, and I'm going to put some snail on it. And I am going to put this on this one here. Let me get this out of the way. On the one piece of my crisp cantaloupe that I have already done, and try to center this and do it the best we can to get it centered. Okay, and there's that one already here done. I hope you see that. I hope it wasn't not in the frame when I did that. Let's try to move this up a little bit, and we're going to do this one here that I had previously done. Let's get some snail on that. And we'll go ahead and do this one. I'll lay that on right here. So now we have two of them done here. And I will take this last one here, which is our crushed curry, and put the thinking of you sentiment on there, because that one's going to go in the middle of this card. And I'm going to place it right about there. So there is our 3 banners, ladies. So now what we get to do is we get to attach them to our card. And there's really no right or wrong placement of these little banners. it really doesn't make much of a difference. I don't put the snout all the way because, as you can see on this card, it's kind of flipped up a little bit here, and you go to lay it down and you don't want to have glue on this end. So just do it like halfway and put some snail on the back of this card. This back of this little banner. And I kind of put it somewhere close to the top, not real close to the top, but as you can see, maybe about here would be good. And see how you don't want to put the tape right here, because you don't want it to stick right here. So now I'm going to take the second one, and this is our sentiment we are going to put on here, and this one goes in the middle. And like I said, you can kind of try to space these out. Try to get this one as centered as possible. It doesn't have to be perfectly centered, but kind of centered. And I like it right there, so I'm going to place it right there. And then I will go ahead, and of course, it's not coming up, so maybe I did a little bit too much. Oh, you know why? Because I did a mistake, ladies. Stampers, I went too far with my tape, and I'm glad this kind of happened because I wanted to show you what happens when you go too far. So I'm just going to rub this off. Not a big deal. This comes right off like this. See? When I say I am not perfect at making cards, but when I make a mistake, yeah, you need to correct that. So, and I just finished telling you, don't do that, and I did it right here. So anyway, there's one little piece of more tape. Okay, so here we go. And now for the last one, make sure that you don't go all the way. I can see your faces right now saying, oh my gosh, she's going all the way with that tape. It's going to stick. Oh no. Oh, I wish you were here to tell me that. So anyways, let's go ahead and get this last one on. And I'm going to put it somewhere around here. So there it is, ladies. There is our card. I think it's so cute. I just love the way it opens and closes. I think it's cute. Now, you know, I have to add the bling to this because it's just me. Gotta have the bling. So I'm going to get out some rhinestones, and we're going to add those rhinestones. If I can get them off, they're so tiny. And all I did was put them in the center of those flowers. So there's one there, and like I said, you don't need a lot of rhinestones because you don't have full flowers on some of these. I am gonna add. I think I'm going to add one right here and right here. We're gonna go for it. This is a part of the center of that flower, so we're gonna want to add one there. And this is almost a part of the center of the flower right here, so we're gonna add one there. And now we'll go to the other side, and we'll add a rhinestone here. And then we are going to add another rhinestone. These little rhinestones are so cute. I am such a rhinestone crazy person. So that one only really got 2 because I didn't have any more flowers right there. And then we will close this, and I have got to add at least one more in there, right here in the center of that flower. So there's our card, ladies. That's it, Stampers. That's about all there is to this card. It's really, really cute, and I love it. I'm going to make some more of these. I'm happy that I actually got that thinking of you in that little piece of paper, and actually I got it in there. I'm really proud of myself about that. But anyways, this is the complete project. Here is your other one. Like I said, these are adorable to make, and I plan on making some more. So, but I'm so glad that I did an error on this one, so you can see what happens when you don't listen to yourself. And when I just finished telling you. It was really funny because I just finished telling you don't do that, and I did it. So I'm glad I was here to make the mistake with you. But anyways, ladies, I hope you enjoyed this project with me. Thank you for spending some time with me today. It's been such a dreary day here. The last couple of days in Texas, it has been pouring rain and flooding in some areas, and I just had to make a card today because I was just in a dreary mood. No sun. So anyways, ladies, I hope you enjoyed my project. Please come back and stay with me for more up-and-coming projects. If you would like to go onto the right-hand side of my blog where it says join the site, please put your email in there and follow me. I would love that. There will also be a supply list underneath this video that you can click on, and it'll take you right to the shop where you can purchase any of these supplies, or you can go to the top of my blog and there's a shop button over there that you can shop from. So anyways, ladies, I hope you are having the best day today. A lot better day than I am with this dreary Texas weather. But anyways, have a great day, days. I can't talk. I don't know what it is today. But anyways, have a great day, ladies, stampers, everybody out there. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, everybody.